Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Well, my guest today lives in Edmonton, but he's originally from Montreal. He's a lead vocal at Slant 6. He's also the owner-operator at RCR Records and RCR Management. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Sacha Hubert. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
For sure. First, I want to know, when did you move from Montreal?
It was 1983.
Oh, in 83, okay. So what took you to Edmonton?
Well, I was still young and I was living with my father who worked with us, so I was transferred out to Alberta.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about your music career. Started for you as a very young lad?
Yes. Well, I started with instruments about 5 years old and started singing as a teenager, and got into bands in my early 20s and stopped to have children and yeah, got back into it and with this band here back in 2015.
So you said instruments, started learning instruments. What instruments did you learn?
Piano, accordion, a little bit of guitar, and I like to fool around with other instruments right now. That little bit of bass, saxophone.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love the saxophone. That's especially the alto sax. I love that one. So now you only play in a band, like you're as opposed to being a solo performer as well.
I don't do solo stuff, just with the band, and I just sing in the band.
Right, for sure. Now, how were things going before COVID for the band?
Doing pretty good. Doing a lot of shows and getting out there, bigger shows, bigger rooms. It was songs on the radio. It was doing really well. And COVID just came at a bad time. We were just starting to get and boom, right? COVID.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things I talked to other musicians about is the fact that there was no performing during COVID, and I think other than, of course, on Zoom or stuff like that. But my opinion was that's when we need music. That's when we need entertainment, when we're all stuck at home and feeling so separated from the world, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially when the less stuff you have to do, the more music you listen to generally. And so we're listening to a lot of music, but it's hard not to be able to perform or get out there, share music. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going online shows. That's sort of streaming,
Yes.
But
not the same.
They didn't sound all that great. No, it's not the same.
Yeah, for sure. So now that things are starting to open up, how's it going? Are you getting gigs?
Yeah, well, we had a show a couple of weeks ago. That was our first one back, and we got Stock coming up August 20th. We're the headliners for that festival. And festival for families with children with cancer.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
That festival is set up to help families and children with cancer.
With cancer, yeah. So on August 20th, you said, right?
Yeah, that's called Stock. You can get tickets online everywhere.
I'm sorry, your microphone is not reacting well again. So,
okay. Tickets are available online on you just punch in Stock and then you find ticket links everywhere.
Okay, Adams what?
Stock.
Okay, I'll get the link from you after this, and then I can put that down so people can actually see it, right? So now, what kind of music do you perform?
We're mostly a rock band with blues twists,
All right, yeah. I grew up in the 60s, so I like rock.
yeah, it's a rock band with a blues twist, hard rock, mellow rock.
Okay.
Sometimes we go downright bluesy, all blues.
Do you perform original music?
All of it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Now, are you one of the writers or the writer?
I write all the lyrics and the music we do all together.
Okay, so tell me about some of your songs that you've written.
Oh boy. There's a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Well, the latest, the last one we released was called Spinning My Wheels.
Say
Now, Spinning My Wheels.
spinning my wheels, okay.
And that one is just the old, straight rock and roll from, that sound that started in the 50s. It's just straight, and we gave it a little bit of a twist and put some lyrics about a girl that makes you crazy.
So as a person who likes to, I used to love to go dancing, of course, like that interaction for a live performance, right? There's the band up there playing their music. And then if you're out there and you're watching the audience react, right, to get up and dance, that's the thrill, right?
Oh yeah, that's the more the audience reacts, the better the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that energy. It works so well. Yeah. So now, okay, so that was Spinning Your Wheels was one song. Can you find that on like Spotify and all those places? Like, have you produced?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All our songs are on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, anywhere you can find music, you'll find songs.
Right. Now tell me about RCR Records. Tell me about that.
Okay. RCR Records it's a label. Well, I started managing bands, basically just helping them get gigs around locally. And my daughter's band was one of those. That's mostly how that started. And then I was trying to get more services out there from the industry. So label services, management services, stuff like that. And I was finding it really hard to do. So I just started to do it myself. And so a bunch of local bands, hey, can you help us? Can you help us? So I ended up just forming the label RCR Records. And stands for River City Rocks. Basically.
Okay, so do you record their music for them? Is that what?
I can, and I have. Yes, I do some recordings. Sometimes I only distribute.
Okay.
And I help them book shows, get shows for their bands.
Right.
So yeah, all the services are available. It just depends what the band needs.
Yeah, for sure. So how many people do you have, like other people with you at RCR? Do you have other like employees or a business partner or anything?
I have basically partners or people who work with us. So I'm a couple of AR people, graphic designer, producer.
Right. It takes a number of people, right, to put things together.
I used to do it all myself.
Yeah.
But now we've got a little bit of a team going on.
Right. So tell me about some of the bands that you've helped or the performers that you've helped.
Oh. As I said, there's at different levels. I mean, my daughter's band, it was Betty Alice Effect. Now there's called Quiet Talkers. My friend Beardos, Grand Star I've worked with, Tagara in the past. What else? I do some distribution for Carl.
Right.
Yeah, so just his name, Carl Andrea. And over the years, there have been others that, some have left. Joe Nickel.
People come and go, I imagine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the idea, because I'm meant to be just kind of a stepping stone, right? So once they learn, they get the know-how, then we can hopefully send them off to something bigger and better.
Right. No, is that, do you actually make a living from that, or do you have like a job?
I don't make a living. No.
Yeah.
The whole idea was to let bands do that without having to pay the prices that are out there. I mean, you're gonna go to a studio, get a producer. You're talking a lot of money. You know, people will pay 20,000 or more to put out an album.
Oh my God.
100,000, 150,000. Right? I mean, it depends. You can keep working it and keep adding money.
Right.
So,
wow.
And most musicians don't have that kind of money. So,
yeah.
So I got the equipment and whatever, and I do that. So, but the idea is that people who are broke can do it too if they come see me. So no, I don't make a living off of that. It usually costs me money.
So what are your visions for yourself and the band for the future?
Well, I mean, we're going to keep going. We love what we're doing. So, I mean, getting more music on the radio, bigger, better shows, travel the country, the continent, and then we'll see. So,
that would be nice, eh? For sure. Yeah, well, if you come to Chilliwack, BC, you're going to have to let me know.
For sure, yeah. We want to go all the way to Vancouver, so we'll sure.
I'm going to go with my camera to record things to record that would I tell bands this all the time, you know. I don't, very few bands have I ever got to interview in person. It just doesn't happen, but if it did, it's like the idea would be to talk to you after your performance, you know, when that energy is still up there, right? You just finished with the crowd and you're just coming off stage and you're still high from the atmosphere. That would be so much fun. I mean, that's how I imagine it would be in my head.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the performer, right? Depends on the performer. I mean, that might work with me, but yeah, I know people who, when they're done with the stage, they need about 10, 15 minutes. Don't talk to them. Don't say anything.
Oh, okay.
They need that. They need that.
Yeah. They just need that. Yeah.
You know.
No, I imagine because you do rock and some hard, whatever the mixture is, are you a high energy like on stage?
I try to be. I do try to be. Yeah. Like I've been sick for the last little while, so you know, this was my first show back there recently, and it went well. It was maybe not as high energy as I used to be, but well, I'll get back to it, though. I'll get back there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I sure hope so. That'd be great. Is there a website, or do people just find you on under the band name or RCR?
www.slant6music.com.
There you go. Okay.
There's www.rcrrecords.com.
Okay.
And then and then like I said, anywhere else, Spotify, YouTube, you know, we've got a bunch of videos on YouTube. People want to check that out.
Okay, for sure. All right. Well, thanks for doing this. I really appreciate you taking the time.
You're very welcome.
Stay on camera. I just want to say goodbye to everybody. So you were listening to, that was Sacha Hubert, who lives in Edmonton, Alberta, with the band Slant 6 and his record company, owner operator of RCR Records and RCR Management. I will share that link if you want to get a hold of him. I'm sure he'd be more than happy. And if you're looking for a band to perform, give him a call, because that's what bands like to do. They like to perform. So take care, everybody. Be nice and peace out.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.